What's up, friends, and welcome back to my channel. So we all know that sleep devices can be expensive, but if you're on a budget and you're still looking to improve your sleep, there are plenty of options out there. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you some free tips along with my top budget-friendly hacks that I use to help improve my sleep just about every night. So let's start with the free stuff, because who doesn't love free things? And my number one tip here is stop eating 3 hours before bed. I know midnight snacking is a ton of fun, but it is gonna mess up your sleep cycle big time. Time and time again, I've seen a huge correlation between eating late and having less REM and deep sleep as a result. And there are a number of studies looking at this as well, which I will link for you guys below. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but that also extends to late night consumption of alcohol. Yes, it may help you fall asleep faster or just pass out, but it is going to wreck your sleep cycles as a result. And another free tip is get to know your sleep chronotype. Are you a morning person or a night owl? We all have this gene called the PER3 gene that really determines our preferences for sleep habits. And so once you understand what sleep type you are, you can actually work your lifestyle and habits around that. Dr. Michael Bruce, aka the Sleep Doctor, has a great 5-minute quiz. It's free, it'll tell you what your sleep chronotype is, and I've done it myself, and we'll link it in the show notes below if you want to try it out yourself. Now, I am a dolphin, which means I'm a light sleeper and very sensitive to light and sound. And so to help with that, I sleep with blackout curtains, an eye mask, and a white noise machine. I really think this is fascinating stuff, and I encourage you guys to go and check that out. So on to some of the other tools I use for sleep that are under 50 bucks each. Let's start with blackout curtains. So these are super cheap, and you can get them on Amazon for like 30 bucks. Keeping light out at night has drastically improved my deep sleep, and it also helps insulate the room, meaning you can help block some of the outside noise from the street, as well as keep the room a little bit colder, which is also great for sleep. So if you know you're a light sleeper, you might want to consider giving blackout curtains a try. Another product I highly recommend are blue blocking glasses. Now, I am a big fan of these because they do help block out some of that stimulating blue light that comes from your devices at night. And I have definitely seen the impact that these have had on my sleep, helping me fall asleep faster even when I'm up late working on a project on my computer or watching a TV show. Now, some of these can get very pricey, but I would say just start with a cheap pair on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And hey, if they work for you, you can always upgrade from there. Next up is the Induction mat, or an Acupressure mat. So you may want to consider adding this to your sleep routine if you ever deal with late night back pain, which is something I've dealt with for a very long time. So lying on one of these things actually puts very targeted pressure on specific parts of your body. And yes, it's a little uncomfortable at first, but once you can relax into it and breathe into some of those sore spots, you end up feeling more relaxed by the end of your session. Not to mention, it can potentially help with things like calming the nervous system and even improving blood circulation before bed. Now, I have the bulletproof one, and it is a little pricey, but you can get one on Amazon for just 20 bucks, and I'll link to some of my favorite products in the show notes below. Some other great tools are meditation apps and binaural beats. So undoubtedly, one of the best things I've done for my sleep in the last 2 years is meditation before bed. A quick 20-minute guided meditation helps relax my mind so much that I rarely have trouble falling asleep right after. I highly recommend the app 10% Happier because they have a huge catalog of sleep-specific meditations, and it's gonna run you about 15 bucks a month. But if you prefer music, you can also look into something like binaural beats that use very specific delta waves to help you drift off. Now, many of these are free on YouTube or Spotify, but you can also look into an app like brain.fm, which is about $7 a month. And of course, I will link to all of these resources in the show notes below. Next up is Qualia Sleep. Now, I've had great success with the Qualia line of products, especially their Focus Blend, but I really feel like their sleep formula is no different. Qualia Sleep contains 25 ingredients, including reishi mushroom, L-tryptophan, ashwagandha, magnesium, and holy basil, all of which are great for promoting relaxation without feeling heavily sedated. The product is a bit more expensive, starting at about $40 for a month supply. And I know some people aren't a huge fan of their kitchen sink approach to ingredients, but this product is designed for total brain health while sleeping. And according to their website, all of these ingredients are synergizing together to help promote GABA production and your normal melatonin production. I've been using the product for about a month now, and while the effects are subtle, I definitely feel like something is working. So if you're interested to learn more, you can find some information below. And as a bonus, I would definitely look into something like a weighted blanket and a really, really comfortable neck pillow. I sometimes like to sleep on my stomach, which I know is terrible for your neck, but I found an ergonomic pillow that actually supports your neck no matter what sleep position you're in. And I absolutely love this pillow. In fact, I travel with it because I don't want to go a single night without it. It's $50 on Amazon, but this one-time purchase has saved me several trips to the chiropractor in the last few months. A weighted blanket is another great sleep tool that has helped a lot of people who especially suffer from anxiety because of this deep pressure component, which can actually help stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system. I've been using a 15-pound one for the past year and a half, and I can attest to some of these calming benefits, especially since I used to suffer from insomnia and late night anxiety going to sleep. So I definitely say that's worth checking out, and prices have come down a lot for weighted blankets in the past year. You can find some as cheap as $30 to $40 on Amazon. So that's my list of some top sleep promoting tools that you can use for just under $50 each. And if you are on a tight budget, I'd say just start with one and see how it goes. I've actually learned through plenty of experience that sometimes it's best not to throw everything at your sleep all at once, because then you have a very difficult time isolating what worked and what didn't. So I'd say start with one, then layer on and see what works best for you. And again, all of these resources that I mentioned will be in the show notes below if you want to go and check those out. You can always reach out to me with any sleep tips or tricks that you have. I would love to hear what you guys are doing for your sleep. Anything that I should be trying that I don't know about, reach out to me on my Instagram at KatieTypeA. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned something, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified each week when I drop a new video. And until then, I cannot wait to catch you on the next one.